Welcome. In this video, I'm going to quickly show you some of the tools that are inside of a storyboard. You can see that I've made a couple here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a new board. Your students can do the same thing. You want to go in, you want to create your shared board. That way you can share with others. It's going to come up and it's going to pop up with a gray grid. So it'll allow you to go in and you can do templates, the recommended ones, so on and so forth, whichever ones you want to add. I don't want to add any templates. I'm going to work from scratch, and I'm just going to show you some of the tools. So I'm going to X out of the templates there. Now, usually it'll show up as a grid if you choose something else, but this one's just a blank template. This is probably how I would start if you're new to it. So over here, you've got some of your tools off to the left, and you have some things down at the bottom. So right here, simply your pointer, so you can go in, you can click, and you can move things around. Right here, you have your templates. I can go back in like I did before. Hey, I really want to get something on the page. I can go in and let's say I want to do mapping and diagramming. I want to go in and I want to do a user story map. Your kids can choose these if they want to. So it just depends on what you want to use and what you think is best for you in setting up yours. Also, if you want to do some Venn diagramming with students, they could use that as well. But I'm going to exit out of the templates. You also have your text right here. You have sticky notes, so I could add a sticky note if I want to add one in here. This is the way I would do it if I'm starting my curriculum map. Then I would add one in here because think, you're not the only one that's working in here. I mean, you could be at the time, but you're going to have your teammates that are working in here at the same time because once you create just the basic part, you can go in and share, and I'll show you how to do that here in a minute. Now, on your sticky notes, you have a lot of different tools. Switch the type of sticky note you want. Hey, I just want the simple square one here, a little bit easier. And you can lock it, unlock it if you don't want anybody to make changes. And the three dots, you can always go in, you can delete it. And you've got a lot of different tools on here. So I'm going to go in and really, I want to click on this and I want to duplicate it because we have, I was just going to say math. I'm more familiar with that, but I'm going to duplicate these because as I duplicate them, it'll go ahead and just lay them out into a grid. You can see it starting here, and I'm going to duplicate it for all 5 of my standards. So I can go in and do that, and then I can do my essential standards here or my time frame, and then put my essential standards down. And I can use different colors for that if I want to, and then I can sticky note here. And then I can duplicate it if I want to. And they can look different. However you want to organize it, that's entirely up to you. Then right here, I have the shapes that I can put in. Connecting lines. Hey, this one, it's going to go from this one to this one. And you can kind of see how, hey, these are going to be working together. They may even cross over if you want to do some cross-curricular things. You also have a pen on here. If you want to go in and you want to draw, you can do that as well. And then you can also trim certain things down to different pixel ratios. Do you want it to be a tablet browser or anything like that? For us, we want it to look like a browser frame. So you can see your grid changes here. And what I want to do is I also have more down here, so I can click on it. There's different apps. You can paste in an iframe code, which would be those would be your YouTube videos. You can put all different kinds of things in there, emojis. But if we're just using it straight up for curriculum mapping or any other kind of project, that's mainly what I would use it for, would be curriculum mapping with your team. But those are some of the tools that you can use. You can also down here, you have activities and times. You got video chat if you want to video chat while you're doing this, voting on certain things. So it's just a really good collaborative tool to use. Frames, videos, presentations. If you want to make comments on it, if you want to chat on it. Those would be more tools that maybe students could use with this if you're wanting students to go in and use a Venn diagram or something like that. But in the next video, I'll show you some of the tools that students could use with this. So I hope that helps you out. Thanks.